The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Colorado's offense will start this game off. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Just steamrolling his way through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He looks that one in nicely. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took the steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Hard running there. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball. Catchable.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The short hands, it's Otten. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He's taking the shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Gets it out fast. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Otten. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
First down for the offense.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Sanford. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. They'll go to the counter play. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter.
And that's what quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
In this quarter,
Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This offense has a second down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Stands in and takes the hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Makes the grab on the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Give to the running back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on the...
They stripped it out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, what a cut! They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do that. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Oh, what a move! Still on his feet at the 45. The expressway is wide open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Houston!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bucks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Well, haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He wants to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Sanford. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's straight. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in there.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder.
The Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
35, Houston, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
Looking to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On the return, it's just destroying his way through the field. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Might as well stick with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Russell. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Colorado! And the pummeling has started. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Snagged in the middle. It's straight. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
There's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Oh, the attempt is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house.
Touchdown, Bucs! And the punishment has been extended. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Fires to the right. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller. And the ball's loose.
Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Just plowing ahead. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. From the gun, looking for a man. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the route is on. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up a touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't.
He's looking deep. He's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. dialing up a second down pass play. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking down the middle. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Well, this